What up, everybody? I'm Dave Miranda, and this is episode 67 of Just Give Me 5. I hope you guys are doing great. Continue to be amazing. We got a really awesome show lined up for you today. But if you guys caught episode 66, you saw we had none other than the one and only Buki. And let me tell you, that entire episode took me back to 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the first time I heard Buki. It was on the Nasty Boy Click album. And it was the voice, man. I was like, yo, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? And so it's just beautiful to see how great he's still doing, especially from all the years of being in the music industry. And it was a real treat to have him on the show. So much love and respect to you, my brother. And make sure you guys watch episode 66. All right. But today's guest is an absolute NBA legend. We're going to talk about his times with the Lakers, and obviously his time with Phoenix. Plus, we're going to talk about the infamous blindfolded dunk that he had. We're going to talk about working with Warren G, and so much more. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present to you Cedric Ceballos.
Hi, I'm former NBA All-Star Cedric Ceballos, and all I'm saying is just give me 5. Wow, you know, I grew up in Los Angeles, and what inspired me about the basketball life was my older brother. When he became the star of the park, I just loved the way people treated him. And obviously, as a younger sibling, you kind of copy your older ones. And that's what I just wanted to be. Now, I wasn't great at it like he was, but I was not even close to being average. But I think the process of me trying to compete with him and get better when he's not around, that drove my competitiveness, especially when you come to siblings. But basketball in California is, you know, we get it 365 days a year because of the weather. And, you know, so you get to play all the time and just continuously playing and playing and playing. And, you know, eventually I got lucky, got lucky by making it to the NBA. Man, from the time I got drafted in 1990, the Phoenix Suns gave me a gift. And I didn't think I was going to make it. Again, I wasn't the best player in college. I wasn't the best player in high school and all that stuff. Only played 1 year of varsity in high school and barely played then. So I went into the league thinking I get to meet all these stars. You know, so first game I played against Michael Jordan, I went right up to him. Hi, how you doing, Michael? How you doing, Larry Bird? How you doing, Julius Erving? You know, Charles Barkley. I'm just wanting to say hello because I know I probably would never get a chance to meet these guys up close and personal. Better yet, playing on the same court with them. But then things started progressing. I started learning more, and the success just came along. I was known for my dunks at first. Everybody, this dude, he doesn't get to play, but the layup line is ridiculous. People were showing up early to my games just to watch me dunk in the layup line. And so that was a great experience right there. But then when I had the opportunity to be in the slam dunk competition, I just took full advantage of it. How would I make my mark in this competition? And I go back to my senior year in college where they had a college all-star dunk contest. And myself and D. Brown, who played for the Boston Celtics at the time, was in this contest. We both went to the finals. And this is in college now. I pumped up my shoes. I did the dab dunk. I did all the dunks that he did the next year in the NBA dunk contest. So I'm at home watching it going, he's stealing all my dunks. He's stealing all my moves. Matter of fact, he's got my contract with Reebok. That was my idea. I did all that stuff. So the next year, coming into it, obviously the big news was Magic Johnson being able to play in Orlando after being testing positive for HIV. We're playing LA in the Forum. Magic is working out, getting ready for the All-Star game. Yo, Ced, what you gonna do, man? D came like this. You gonna have to go all the way blind on him. Boom, light bulb, go blind on him. So put the blindfold on. I came back to Phoenix, started working with the Gorilla. Failure for like maybe about a month and a half. I couldn't get it to go well. So we started thinking of other ways to do this. We looked at the lineup, Larry Johnson, Grandmama, Sean Kemp, the Rain Man, You know, you had Nick Anderson who was playing for the Magic. He was going to be at home, crowd favorite for him. So how can I make a mark? How could I let the world know about this crazy last name, Ceballos? Right. So we came up with the idea of a blooper. The blindfold was supposed to have been a blooper. I was supposed to run into the stands, crash, land. The two mascots was going to run out, brought out the stretcher, pick the basketball up, put the basketball on, and leave me down there as a blooper. Oh, wow. If you look at the replay of the dunk, after I made it, I grabbed the basket and was like, and I looked right at the mascots like, party time. It went in, party time. And that's, you know, that's kind of, and it kind of goes from there. And this has been 30 years. I just had my 30-year anniversary of the dunk, and people still asking me about it. And it's, you know, it's just when you get that opportunity to do something that's going to mark your legacy, you know, you take full advantage of it. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Maybe if that blooper would have lasted a couple of weeks on, you know, on the sports shows or so, but I'm always, when they start doing the dunk contest, my dunk is always in there. And it's just something I'm very proud of and happy I had the success with it. Now, going to the finals, playing against great Michael Jordan was a tremendous accomplishment. You know, I mean, we probably would have won that if that human being was not on the court at the same. You know, a little difficult to, you know, beat that guy. But I got a great chance to go home. I'm from Los Angeles, played for the Lakers. I've been a Laker fan since I was an itty-bitty kid. This was something great. I just was looking forward to it. When the transaction went down, I was already in Los Angeles, summer home. And then, so it was an easy transition for me. So excited, I immediately bought 50 tickets. I immediately bought courtside seats for my mom. All of these things I was just so excited to do. And, you know, it's ironic, the stigma that they put on certain teams. You know, my favorite football team, the Dallas Cowboys, my favorite baseball team, the New York Yankees. When it comes to basketball, LA Lakers or Boston Celtics. LA only had one opportunity, one arena that they ran out the tunnel and got booed, and that was in Boston. Playing on the road was unbelievable. I didn't understand it until I put on the gold and purple. When you're running out of tunnel and you hear people more than a hometown screaming for you, it's just a wonderful feeling, man, and knowing that you're playing for somebody that has a marquee on them that people love. You don't have to be from LA to love the Lakers. You could be in New Jersey, you could be wherever you're from and love the Lakers. And that's what it was every night playing for them. The excitement, Jack Nicholson over here, Diane Carroll, Arsenio Hall, Denzel Washington, celebrities after celebrities after celebrities, just unbelievable. And they want to be a part of your life, just want to hang around with you. Well, you doing something at the house? And I'm like, wait a minute, this Rick James. Rick James want to come to my house? Yeah, man, yeah. Unbelievable. Just things, those things just come with the whole prestige of wearing a Laker jersey. And those were my best years as a basketball player. Just really playing hard, really having fun with Nick Van Exel, and then Magic came back, and Eddie Jones. Then we got Kobe and Shaq, and just the blossoming of something great. So that was a great period. Wow, Biggie Smalls said it in one of his rap songs. You either slanging crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot. And the neighborhood that I grew up in, most of the individuals went that type of way. The music and the hip hop scene was a dream, a far-fetched dream. I think of every kid growing up just thinking that you can rhyme, and I was a DJ at the time, so I always wanted to pursue that. I did a couple of performances with the Fushnikins. Shaq came out, did some things with them. But then when they came to Sony Records came to us and said, we want to make B-Ball's Best Kept Secret and have all NBA players on there. And, and they were like, we got somebody, we want to try to get somebody to get your track for you. We got somebody to write for you. And I was like, hold up. Uh-oh. I'm writing my own verse. Ain't no ghost writing here. I'm writing my whole verse because they wrote for a lot of people on there. I think Dana Barrows was the only one that wrote their own. Everybody else had somebody writing for them, and they were going for their neighborhood producer or hip hop artist. You know, Jason Kidd went with the Bay Area with Money B and all them. Gary Payton went with Spice One. They all went with local guys. So I knew it would have been difficult to get the legendary Dr. Dre. But if you can't get Dr. Dre, you get the bloodline, which is Warren G. And Warren, Snoop, another friend of mine, and Michael Jackson all got our sound systems in the same spot. Howard Becker, Electronic Entertainments in Los Angeles. And when we were getting our Suburbans done together, he told me that was Warren's truck. And I go, that's Warren's truck right there? He said, yeah, he was all over your Suburban. Like, where'd he get this steering wheel and this, that, and the other? And I was like, okay. So I run out and order the steering wheel and get it put in Warren's truck. And I said, after you finish this truck, surprise him with the steering wheel and tell him you got it from me. So I'm just planting the seeds because I know I want to ask for this track. So when the time came for me to ask for this track, he was like more than welcome to do it because I had already threw him a favor, you know? So, you know, that goes to show you, if you tip the waitress, she gonna bring you a good meal. And that's exactly what happened. We got to record in New York City, the legendary Hit Factory. I mean, I'm looking at the walls with Biggie on there, Michael Jackson on there, Quincy Jones. I'm looking at going, golly, just a kid from the hood doing good. And I just could not believe it. So writing all my rhymes, writing the hook, and Warren was shocked. You know, I went to high school in Compton, and he grew up in Long Beach, so we weren't that far apart. And we've heard obviously we heard of Warren G and Warren heard of me, but just the fact that hip hop connection and basketball came together, and it was great. And I got the opportunity to bring another friend in, Ricky Harris, rest in peace, to direct my video. And the concept was mine, the whole playing ball at Venice Beach. I steal his scarf from him. We played for Pink Slips. And it just worked out so perfectly. And it was one of the most fun moments. People still, you know, when I'm DJing, that's the first song they request, Flow On. They want me to play, man, play Flow On, play Flow On. Like, I'm not playing my own song. I'm not doing it.
This episode is sponsored by Immaculate Pools. Immaculate Pools provides high-quality pool maintenance and equipment repairs at competitive prices. Weekly full-service pool cleaning starting at just $125 a month and includes all chemicals. All of their techs are knowledgeable, reliable, and have at least 15 years of experience in the field and are certified pool operators. So let the professionals handle the hard work so you can relax this summer. God knows we all need it, right? They're located in Gilbert and they service in the East Valley. So go ahead and give them a call at 480-527-9679 or go to www.immaculatepoolsaz.com.
Yeah, it's a compilation of everything I've done. I think I've touched just about every dream that I can. I grew up with everybody has the floor model television. and me and my brother, at the time, I think I was like 9 or 10 years old. My mom got us a Pong game, Atari Pong game. Okay. And she says, don't connect it to the television. Let me get a professional in here to hook it up. Right. You can't give a 9 and 10-year-old a video game for Christmas and not expect them to hook it up on Christmas break while she goes to work. Right. She goes to work, me and my brother back there like MacGyver trying to fix it and put it together. Yeah. Like, we're gonna put this here and this, that, and the other, let's play. We played one game and then poof, the screen went green. Oh, man. And as kids normally do, we didn't say nothing. They ain't say nothing. So moms came home, wanted to watch her stories or her program, turned it on and it was green. And we was like, well, I don't know. So my mom knew it was us. Right. And she says, okay, I'm gonna fix y'all. I'm not gonna fix the television. So for about 2 years, all I did was listen to the Brady Bunch. Listen to cartoons, listen to the news, game shows. Yeah, so I got an opportunity to sharpen my storytelling skills and my voice and my imagination. Eventually we kept the floor model for the sound, but we put a smaller television on top, which everybody does. And that's where it started, the love for radio, the love for music. My process from watching the movie Beat Street, I wanted to DJ so bad. Got my first job as a ball boy for the '84 Olympics when it was in Los Angeles. So I got to meet Michael Jordan and Bobby Knight and Wayman Tisdale, rest in peace. But they didn't, only person who really remembered me was Joe Klein. Everybody else was like, no, I don't remember you being our ball boy. But that's all right. They didn't have to remember me. I was just, they were stars, and I was just a little kid throwing them Gatorade and water. So, no big deal. But I spent all that money on turntables and a mixer, and it just took off. And I was DJing for my parents and my family, their parties, and then parties up the street that I could just carry. I'm carrying equipment down the street, like I'm a real DJ. And it just went from there. And the love of the music, the love of controlling the party, and kind of blossomed to it. So I always wanted to be on the radio because I listened to mixed shows every Friday and Saturday night. I recorded them. And then from there, broadcasting, wanted to talk about sports. From there, it's just a process on all, not too often that kids grow up and say they want to do certain things. Like, I want to be an actor. I want to be on the radio. I want to be a sports bar. I want to be an NBA player. I mean, I've notched all of those things on my belt. You know what I'm saying? Now, I thought I should have got an Oscar for my role in Space Jam, but it is what it is. You just gotta, you gotta think the Academy was drinking that day and they just didn't see the talent, And if you didn't see it, just get a remote control and a quick finger, and then you'll see my part. But other than that, I was robbed. I was definitely robbed. But all those things are just manifest. So when I started radio years ago, I was starting in as obviously a guest and having so much fun DJing and being on the air. But that was always in the second mic position. Now being in the first mic position on Mega 104.3 has just been perfect. I love the music. I love the vibe. I love the way I inspire people in the morning. I get them up, get them going. It is a grind. I've never been in that situation where I had a 9 to 5 or I had, bad bosses or going to jobs that I didn't want to, but I need to take care of my family. I've never been in that position, but I kind of remember what my mom went through, the struggles of single parent trying to raise two big, large young boys, trying to feed us, trying to keep us clean with two stanky boys all the time, all that stuff. So I try to use that imagination and that memory to try to help people get going in the morning. And I hope that I continue to do that. I love radio. I love what it brings. Obviously, technology is kind of taking over radio, and there's so many other different avenues that you can use. But tuning on the radio, listening to somebody else's opinion and music that they love, it just brings joy to me. Wow, how's it feel to know I'm special and extremely loved? One, the second part of that, I do feel that I'm truly loved. Being I'm special, somebody else has to probably answer that question for me because I don't really feel that way. But I do, obviously the cliche, my family, my mom, my brother, I always want to thank them. But it's a gentleman, when I was in elementary school, his name is Mr. Wicks, Stan Wicks. I was diagnosed with dyslexia, which is a different form of learning. And my way was I would mix words up, chop them up. And you're an elementary school kid and you have to go to a special class. It's kind of embarrassing. Hey, Mr. Ceballos, time to go to your special class. Teachers back then didn't have no cushion to them. They just,
No filter.
no filter at all. They just like, hey, time to go to the stupid guy. Like, wait.
It's like,
yeah. So you can imagine an elementary school kid. Once I got to that classroom, after the embarrassment, I didn't want to do anything. I just kind of sobbed and, goofed around. And and my first teacher was a lady. And the first week or so, I didn't really want to do nothing. And then the second week, Mr. Wicks said, let's switch. Let me see if I can get through to him. Okay. And he explained it to me. This doesn't mean that you're dumb. It doesn't mean that you won't be able to learn. This just means that you have to work a little bit harder than others. But I'll make a deal with you. And this is so cliche to the crossroads on the decisions that you make. If you work hard Monday through Thursday, Friday we'll go play basketball out on the court. So that got me pumped up.
Fair trade.
Sure, I bust my butt Monday through Thursday. I get to play ball with this guy on Friday. Unbeknownst, I found out later on, his brother is Sidney Wicks, one of the greatest basketball players ever play, UCLA, NBA. I didn't know that at the time, but I'm getting, instructed by as close as you can get to being to a pro. And those things, that little bit right there, like I said before, slinging rock, wicked jump shot. That probably pushed me to the wicked jump shot more than anything. And it inspired me to learn more, to work harder. And so saying that I'm special, everybody else has to take full commitment to that, not me. Because they helped me out in so many ways. Like I said, I played 1 year varsity. For a guy to play 12 years in the NBA, be an all-star, win a slam dunk champion, and sit the bench and never make varsity, and then all of a sudden I play the last 5 games, no scholarship offer, none of that stuff. It's huge, and people, it's funny because I said this in one of my inspirational talks today on the air, like, don't give up, don't tap out. I didn't give up. No, at that point, you're a senior in high school and you're not playing. You got to figure basketball is not for you. But I didn't tap out. I just kept working hard. And then my 5 games, Jay-Z said you crack the door and let God in. God just came in and was like, now you're ready, piecing it all together. So all that sitting next to the coach, listening, watching the superstars do good, watching the bad guys do bad, I kind of just put it together and it just continues to go. So being blessed and being loved, yes, I think that is a case with me, but I got to give the credit for being special to so many other people. I can sit here all day and thank everybody. I mean, obviously my mom and what she sacrificed, my brother for motivating me, Mr. Wicks for making that change. I can go on and on for those who have helped me out. Thank you to all of them. I'm not done yet, though. It's more to come. Yeah. Just stay tuned. If you guys know me, follow me. My process is not done. I'm still going to keep fighting and keep competing. If COVID can't stop me, then nobody else can. So this is an opportunity for me to inspire others. If you're out there and you're going through something, keep fighting, keep going through it. And I appreciate you. I love you, and thanks for giving me 5.
There it is, man. There it mother effing is. And there you have it. Man, nothing but love and respect to my man Cedric Ceballos. You know what I'm saying? This was a true treat. And, we were talking off camera, and it made sense after he said it, the Phoenix Suns gorilla playing a role, having an impact on his dunk, the blindfolded dunk, you know what I'm saying? It made total sense after. I was like, yeah, I can see it. But what a remarkable human being, man, very humble. And, just for him to have survived COVID, because he had a really big scare, and for him to still be here with us, it's just an absolute blessing, you know what I mean? And can't thank you enough, my brother, for doing this. This was really awesome, man. And make sure you guys are following him on social media. Make sure you tune into his radio show as well. Shout out to my brother Jimmy Nelson on the camera. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend. All right. Well, this was definitely one for the books. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And until next time, stay tuned, stay blessed, stay healthy, and just give me 5, y'all. Everything you get, you got